It's been almost 2 years since Microsoft showed its first images of a Star Wars game for Kinect. All gamers around the world were geeked out by the fact that you could actually be a Jedi. Now the game is finally available, we discovered the Force is not that strong with this one.
Shall we begin?
While gamers were eagerly anticipating an epic adventure set in the operatic Star Wars universe, it's kind of a disappointment. Kinect Star Wars is essentially a series of repetitive minigames, the variant called Destiny Mode being its one saving grace.
Remarkable!
In the Destiny Mode, you will develop from a young padawan to a Jedi Knight fighting the dark side of the Force. To be honest, this mode is kind of fun to play. Yet it does not bring the depth a true Star Wars fan would like to see. For example, you can't walk or even run, but only rush forward. This is done by thrusting your upper body towards the screen. After that, it's possible to attack your enemy by slashing with your lightsaber or using the Force to lift enemies up and casually toss them away. You can even jump over an enemy to attack them from the rear. As simple as the controls are, controlling this game can actually be physically exhausting. Thankfully, Destiny Mode embodies several types of gameplay, among them both fighting droids and taking your pod to the nearby racetrack. It's the mix of diverse gameplay and story that makes this mode the best that Kinect Star Wars has to offer. Sadly, this says a lot about the game as a whole.
Break, padawan! Break!
Pod racing is another separate gaming mode, giving you the chance to win races on several different planets. Even though there are some weapons available, it all feels rather shallow. In the movie, the pod races consist of dingy homemade contraptions hurtling forward at missile speeds where the drivers have to be superhumanly fast to avoid running into opponents, debris, or solid rock faces, all the while being shot at by Jawas.
Are they firing? Oh boy! They certainly are!
In this game, the optimal track is simply indicated by a green line for you to follow, and you can take prodigious amounts of damage. That makes failing at this game about as hard as enjoying it.
So win for Team Toe Pagalies! In second place is
Rancor Rampage is an entertaining addition to this Star Wars game. You take on the shape of a much-feared Rancor, like the creature from the pit in Jabba the Hutt's palace. With it, you can wreak havoc on several planets, basically flattening everything in your path and reducing whole settlements to rubble. Throwing helpless victims or landing on them gains you extra points.
This isn't happening!
Fun though it is, like much in this game, Rancor Rampage starts to wear thin after a while. Once you've destroyed your 4th or 5th or 6th settlement and reduced its inhabitants to a bloody paste, you've basically seen it all. By playing the Destiny mode, you will quickly unlock the Duel mode. Unfortunately, this is one of the most boring and frustrating modes in the entire game. Where any Star Wars fan would relish the chance to have a lightsaber duel with Count Dooku or Darth Vader, this mode is more or less like chess. First, you need to block several incoming attacks, after which you can counter and attack yourself. This routine will repeat itself at least 3 times. It's basically a turn-based fight. To unlock more characters, you need to beat a certain time. We had lots of difficulty with the counter moves, which require the player to make a quick kick or head thrust. The game just didn't recognize our moves, which only added to the frustration of an already counterintuitive minigame.
Bad game leads to frustration. Frustration leads to anger. Anger leads to broken stuff in living room.
And then there's the mode that everybody has been waiting for, the Galactic Dance-Off. Dancing as Princess Leia, yeah, in the gold bikini, or some other sexy female character, sure, we can all dig that. But cool guys like Han Solo or Boba Fett should not be doing happy, quirky dance moves to take the piss out of a Gwen Stefani song. That's just plain wrong. The Galactic Dance-Off actually features quite a few songs, but the number of available settings is underwhelming. We hate to say it once again, but this makes the whole minigame rather repetitive. It's easy to see why the designers decided to put Star Wars in the title. If this game had simply been called Kinect Family Fun, or even Kinect's Adventures of Space Opera in a Galaxy Far, Far Away, it would not have generated nearly as much media attention. However, using the name Star Wars also creates certain expectations, and those simply weren't met. Destiny Mode. Well, we'll give him that. Destiny Mode is actually pretty okay. Ranker Rampage is fun, but too limited. Pod Racing is predictable and far too easy. Duel Mode is frustrating and certainly not epic. And the Galactic Dance-Off as part of a Star Wars game just sucks Jawa balls. If this game were Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader would never admit him as a son.
Luke, I am not your father.